Frank McMurrough. This is being heard in the case of the estate of Scott Spivey et al. Versus Charles Boyd et al. This case has been filed in the State Court of South Carolina and the Circuit Court in the County of Richland. The case number is 2025-26-03798. The location for today's deposition is 4870 Saville Road in Glen Allen, Virginia. I am not related to any party in this action, nor am I financially interested in the outcome. If there are any objections to proceeding by counsel, please state them at the time of your appearance. At this time, would counsel please state your appearances and affiliations for the record, beginning with the noticing attorney.
This is Mark Tinsley. I'm here with Natasha Hanna. We represent the Spivey family.
I'm Kenneth Moss. I represent Charles Weldon Boyd. And I know you decided the Richmond, Virginia case number. Our case number is 2024 CP26-03798.
Thank you, counsel. Those who want to say anything?
Morgan Martin, attending Madison on behalf of Bradley Williams. Robert Lee on behalf of Bradley Williams, attending Madison as well.
Mr. McMurrough.
Counsel, at this time, we need a court order to please swear in the witness.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this case will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Counsel, you may proceed.
Thank you. Mr. McMurrough, as you know, we're here to take your deposition. Simply the means allowed by law for us to ask you questions about what you saw that day. Not trying to harass you or won't belabor this. We're presently in Glen Allen, Virginia, and you live in Virginia?
Yes.
Right. And I'm back on September the 9th, 2023. You and your wife were traveling from Virginia to Myrtle Beach, is that correct?
I don't recall.
Okay. Do you recall being on Camp Swamp Road? Is it near the intersection of Highway 9 and witnessing the shooting event?
It's been a long time.
But you generally recall?
I remember something happened on that day.
Okay. Do you remember seeing the gentleman get out of the black truck? You said this had played through your mind 1,000 times or something to that effect.
I don't recall.
Okay. Are you going to answer any question today?
Like I told you numerous times, no.
Okay, so every question I ask you, the answer is going to be you don't recall.
Yes, sir.
Have you reviewed the transcript of your 911 call?
No, sir.
Do you know if that fairly and accurately depicts what you saw that day?
With me not reviewing, I wouldn't know.
Would you like to review it?
No, sir.
Okay. You said in the 911 call, said, okay, so a guy got out of his truck. He's in a black truck, and he got out of his truck with a pistol drawn, the slide was open, and you saw that day?
That's what it says, that's what it says.
Okay. If that's what it said, if that's what you told the 911 operator, that's what you saw?
I don't recall.
You wouldn't lie to the 911 operator, would
It
you?
was 2 years ago.
Would you have lied 2 years ago?
It's going to be a long interview.
You were trying to give truthful and accurate information, correct?
I do not recall.
All right. You said he told the guy, do not follow me anymore. You recall that? But if you'd said it at the time, it was accurate? Most probably? The guy in the white truck... The guy in the white truck had his pistol drawn and pointed at the guy in the black truck. And you demonstrated in one video, I'm going to mark it as exhibit number 1, how a guy in the black truck had his pistol pointed. That's you in the photograph, correct?
Yes.
All right, and you demonstrated a two-handed grip on a pistol pointed over the dash, correct?
Yes.
And that's what you saw?
Yes.
And almost immediately thereafter, that gentleman in the white truck unloaded his clip through the windshield?
Yes.
And that's what you saw?
The question.
And
Objection on the question.
do you believe in your rearview mirror that you saw the gentleman in the black truck struck?
Yes.
Okay. And you punched it and you got away from the scene at that point?
Yes.
But you did see, you were able to see the gentleman in the white truck shot and his vehicle shot up, and you told the dispatcher what you saw, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's all the questions I have for you.
Mr. McMurrough.
Counsel, please, microphone.
Mr. McMurrough, I'd like to hand you a copy of an exhibit that I'm going to call Defense 20. And that's what you're looking to get.
Yes.
Is this a statement you gave to the Detective Jones or to the Horry County Police?
Yes, this is what I wrote after the interview. I believe enter on in his car.
Okay. And in another, you spoke to multiple officers, would that be fair?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I'm trying to piece together my understanding of what happened based upon comments you made to multiple officers. And so one of the things I'd like to ask you was, at the time that you saw this gentleman in the black truck stopped, was there anything unusual about that stop?
Other than it was, you know, where Swamp Creek meets Route 9, it was about 200 yards in. It was odd to me. Even where I was coming from, it was just that two trucks were stopped. I didn't know. Yeah, it was two trucks stopped in the road.
Okay. And I'd be happy to show it to you, but in one statement you had stated that the stop of the black truck seemed to be abrupt. Mm-hmm. And that was attention getting. Was that a fair assessment of what you recall?
Got my attention because I was paying attention to make the left-hand turn. I noticed a truck just stop. At first, the reason I slowed down and stopped, I didn't know if there was an animal or something out in the road. That's why they had stopped. So I initially started slowing down.
And so the vehicle behind him would have been the white truck my client was driving. At the time that this gentleman got out of the black truck, that would have been Mr. Spivey.
Yes.
At least in one encounter with one officer, I believe you indicated that the white truck was still moving or rolling. Do you recall that as we sit here?
Well, as I was coming up, the black truck had stopped and the white truck had to stop. Yeah, so he was rolling to, I saw the black truck stop first and the white truck had to stop because the black truck had already stopped. But they had just pulled on.
Right.
They had just, like I saw them turn on and then they had, black truck stopped and the white truck had to stop because it was driving behind it.
And you didn't observe any of the driving before the rolling on the Camp Swamp Road, is that fair?
I pulled up and I saw two trucks turn the road and then stop. I was coming from a completely different direction.
Okay. And when the gentleman in the black truck hopped out, your description of that was that he got out of the truck gun in hand, and you mentioned that the slide you think was back on his gun, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you mentioned in a couple of places that prior to the shooting stopping, you saw him raise the gun, but I didn't see anywhere where you demonstrated that or that you described that further that he started to raise it. And I was wondering if you recall, and you're welcome to look at these statements, but I'm interested in what you recall about the motion that he made or how he tried to raise it.
So when I was coming down, I saw him when I got out. He was close when he jumped out, and I'll give you from the time I saw, because this all kind of plays in. Mr. Spivey got out of the truck. The slide was in the rear, because it was in the rear. He jumps out. I heard him say, "Stop following me." I pushed my wife down because I saw the gun. At this point, I don't know what's going on. Now I'm paying attention to the white driver because I know what's going on. That's when I see the white driver hands like this, and I immediately go, "Oh my God!" Push my wife down. As I look in my side mirror, all I saw was his arm slightly move, and then all hell broke out.
Okay.
Like I told the officers, his hand, it could have just been his hand slightly moved, and all hell broke out.
And at that time, you would have been seeing this, I guess, to your side window, your rearview mirror, or how?
So, literally, it's a two-lane road, very small country road, so I pulled up, I saw Scott, I could hear him, they were so, close, And then when I pulled up, I mean, you know, I could see it clear as day like this. He was already drawing, pointing, and that's when I got real nervous because I kind of figured out why they had stopped. And I looked in the side to see what he was doing. His truck door was open. I mean, he was just next to his truck. And then, like I said, I didn't even get to, like, I saw the motion of his arm just, like you know, like it says here, kind of come up to an upward position, like just moved it, not draw, not come up, like his arm barely moved, and everything went crazy.
So now, from reading the statements, you expressly said you didn't know who's fired first. Is that?
Yeah, I had no idea who fired first. Okay. I didn't hear a single pop, then a bunch of pops. I just heard pop, 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 pop.
So you recall you and I had some telephone conversations last December, and about a year ago, and at that time we talked about the passenger in the white truck.
Mm-hmm.
If I recall what you told me correctly, you didn't see a passenger or know there was a passenger in the white truck when you first went by. Is that?
Yeah, no, I didn't realize, because like I said, I immediately saw the driver, and the front of the windshield is like half tinted down, but you can see the steering wheel. Like you can see the first 8 inches above the steering wheel from that type of truck window. So I couldn't make out, you know, it was so quick, but I did, you know, I didn't realize there was a shooter until after the fact, and until another shooter until after I actually already left. But then once I stopped, turned, and came back, I noticed there's another gentleman getting out of the truck.
And actually, when you stopped and turned and came back, nobody had gotten out of the white truck.
Yeah, I'm sorry, you're right, because I pulled up, I spoke to Weldon, I spoke to the passenger on the 911 call, so yeah, you're right. I realized that after the fact, that there was somebody when I pulled up, back up. I didn't know there was 2 people in that truck, and the whole reason I pulled back up was I didn't know how many people in the black truck.
Well, I was left with the impression that no one had gotten out of the white truck until you had turned around and come back.
Yes, sir, that's right, yeah. So I came back, I spoke to Weldon, you know, it's on a 911 call, then I back up, then he got out of the truck, he went over to Scott, to the black truck, looked inside, said he was gone, and then that's kind of like, you know, he got out and the other guy got out, and then